We had this mock-up of the armored corset from our Imperial Knight series all put together. As the mock-up was already assembled, I started with the back since I knew I wanted to do a spine design. Starting with a rough sketch, I plotted out the parameters, and then it was time to begin sculpting. Continuing on the back details, I decided where to put some cabochons and filled in some detail along the sides. For the front, I had an idea of where to start, but mostly I was just going with the flow of the design and following my instincts on what to do next. Once I decided where to put the cabochons, I ran with more of the spinal aesthetic. For some of the textures, I used some of the leather stamps we have, as well as sculpting tools. And now it's ready to paint, but first, I needed to make some shoulders. Once again, I used our Fantasy Series pauldron pattern as my base for these shoulders. Ultimately, I ended up leaning more into cooler tones with some warm undertones, plus lots of layers of shadowing, highlights, and some stenciling, which I made with a heat tool and some paper. After topping it off with some mirror paint accents, a heavy gloss, and some straps, it was finally finished.